I think we're recording this. I'm actually doing an audio recording over top of this because my recording didn't come out very good. So this is Final Fantasy for Nintendo Solo Thief Challenge. And what we're going to show you here is that this is Thief, not Ninja, so there's no magic. And it's solo, obviously, because everybody's named Solo. I did not do max stats, which I'm showing you here. You can, every level up, you can save and reset the game and get max stats. Kind of defeats the purpose because you kind of make your character extremely powerful. I didn't do any of that. That's just the equipment right there. That's the best equipment Thief can use. Of course, when you get to this point in the game, you can get the Mossmune weapon, which is the best weapon in the game. I might have shown it there. I missed it if I did. This is the final boss, in which it's all just luck. This whole thing is just luck. Getting through the dungeon, if you watched any of my live streams, is very difficult. You can kind of see here, it tries to sell me crack. But use defense to help. You can dodge his physical attacks easier that way. So really, I probably ran a dozen times or more just trying to get to him. And I would get to Chaos and then fight him, and I would start to record it, and then I would lose. So there's a couple things basically in here in the fight that will stop you instantly. If you cast slow 2, because you can see like there's 4 hits. That was a huge hit. That was my biggest hit ever on him. If you cast slow 2, you're only down to 1 hit, and you pretty much can't damage him at all. So that's a killer. He uses Cure 4. He uses it a couple times this fight, or maybe once, which gives him full life back. So it's pretty much, you got to start from scratch. He has 2,000 hit points, so it's a race to do 2,000 damage before he uses that. Now see, he used slow 2, missed. Thank goodness. I'm plugging away thinking, hey, this is going good, but then he drops a Cure 4. Okay, so we're back to full. So you got to get 2,000 damage. I get really lucky here. I get a string of 300 damage, which is great. I think I get one more round of 311. So that's why I use defense. All of his physical attacks are missing because my evasion is so high. And I'm glad he's sitting there swinging at me. Cast some swirl. So really, slow 2, Cure 4, and nuke. He'll nuke at some point, I think, maybe. No, I don't think he nukes at all in this run, which is part of the reason probably why I won, because that does a good 300 something damage. So yeah, Solo Thief is really, there it is, Tornado, that's what he used. Yeah, Solo Thief is all just luck. You know, when you're trying to get to him, it's all about what enemies you get. And then when you get to him, it's all about what spells he casts, and when he decides he wants to use Cure 4. That's it. You just keep going until you get a lucky string of events, and right there you see I won. My audio recording I cheered and yelled out because I was extremely happy, because after going over through that dungeon more than a dozen times and fighting him, I don't know, maybe 6, 7, 8 times, finally getting that was finally a relief, because he is a tough dude. So I think this runs through a little bit to the end part of the game. I don't know if this mic is catching any background noise. I'm cooking dinner, so you might be hearing the sweet crackling of Angus beef in the background. But that was it, Solo Thief. This is actually one of the harder challenges. It's not even challenging, it's just tedious and just luck based. Can you get the right batch of enemies? Can you get the right circumstances where the spells chosen are in your favor? Luckily I did there, and I got the win. So that challenge is completed. On to the next.